Hey, yo, what's good, YouTube? You already know, man. It's your boy, LeBron, Female Rap Elite. I am back with another video. Yo, please make sure you come in, thumbs up the video. Please make sure that you hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time I go live. So today we're going to be talking about Saweetie. You know, she has some sort of Super Bowl snatch coming up that I wanted to talk about, seeing it on social media. Also, Chef Way. Black women are infuriated with Chef Way, and they're calling for him to be... Oh, shit. Hold on. I didn't even know that my phone was open on my page. So Chef Way, yeah, black women are calling for him to be fired over his past tweets. You know, I do want to address his tweets as well. So I'm going to chat about that. And then there was a CDC updates in regards to the jab. So you already know how my stance on the jab and all of that. So I want to get into that. Cardi B's bots and also Lotto. So yeah, please make sure that you come in, thumbs up the video. Please make sure that you hit the bell notification, all notifications, all that. You know what I'm saying? Let me drop my intro. I'm going to be right back.
How many times I got to let y'all bitches know I'm why so many bitches wanna take my flow? I'm too hot, too dope, flow like that pink Chris and mimosa. Who the fuck doper? Niggas wanna run up in my spots and...
Yes. And also, this video is sponsored by my business, Cookie Confidant. Make sure that you check that out on the World Wide Web, www.cookieconfidant.com. So check that out. Make sure that you place an order. Get your hands on some gourmet cookies straight out of Houston. I developed this business when I moved to Houston. I moved to Houston in 2016. I'm actually coming up on my 7th year here in Houston. So I moved to Houston in 2016. 2017, I started this business, and it all started from me just bringing, like, you know how you have your potlucks at work and people are just like, you know, bring something in. And then one time I brought some cookies in, and it turned into people begging me for these cookies all the time. It was just like, oh my God, sell me some cookies, sell me cookies. And I'm like, these people are crazy. Why can't they just appreciate a good thing? I'm bringing in cookies for them. And they kept begging me to make cookies. So this business turned into a passion of mine. I started it off in 2017, February, Aquarius season. It was like around my birthday too. So I started it, and my homeboy, Lester, rest in peace to him, he also was helping me out with that as well. So the business definitely has some history, you know, to it. And I want you to support it if you support me. So check out cookieconfidant.com and get your hands on some gourmet cookies, and, you know, definitely made from the best ingredients and recipe that's been, you know, worked hard upon. And, you know, I'm continuing to better my business. I'm working on some branding things for 2023. So just look forward to more coming from my business in its entirety. So yeah, check that out. Support it, cookieconfidant.com. I love when I do shit like that and it's just freestyle, like G style, freestyle, key style. You know what I'm saying? B style. So check that out. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about a few topics before I get up out of here. I had a pretty productive day today, and I'm going to go see one of my friends and hang out and start some trouble over there. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you're doing this weekend. Are you doing anything with your family, your friends, your love of your life? Baby, you're the love of my life, the love of my life. Baby, you're the love keeps me bright. So what you doing this weekend? I'm about to go harass one of my friends. I don't know, I feel kind of bad, like, because I had some pizza yesterday. I just don't feel light, like when you eating your light foods, your veggies and stuff. So I've been like on I don't want to say I'm on a downward spiral, but I've definitely been having more carbs lately. And I just want to get back out of that because I was feeling so good and doing so good. So the holidays just kind of got me in a little loop-de-loop. So we about to get up out of that and then, you know, refocus and get back on track. So yeah, give me a second. Oh man. So what's up, FJ? What's up, Lala? Give me a second. I'm just rolling my blunt up. And I'm gonna come back. Actually, let me play a song and get this started. I'm gonna play a song and then I'm gonna come right back. Let's do Here We Go, because people like that on their last broadcast. So I ain't played that in a while. So let's do that. Here we go. I'm choice if you choose. Keep my movement on the move. Let's go. Here we go. I take the good with the bad. I swear there's no looking back. Just focus on where I'm at. They tried to count me out. Only God knows when I'm done. I'm shining just like the sun. Until then I'm having fun. You feel me? This one goes out to those feeling hopeless. It's a struggle, that's the reason why I wrote this. But take your iPhone out and note this. And type out, turn pain into focus. And keep it moving, stay focused on your routine. Your past failed, let's get you on the new things. That past stuff don't define you. I had to drop this track to remind you. Yo, I did my best after dealing with stress. Keep fighting under pressure, it's all the test. They thought that I was done, yeah, I hear they upset. Assumed that I was finished and they probably had bets. But I just kept on working on my bars, yo. I went from mixtape straight into song mode. Now my CD's got a barcode. All my tracks on iTunes you can download. But yo, this for y'all who persevered, who did it all alone with no person there. Don't even be mad, don't curse or swear, cause the good thing about it is you're prepared. I learned a lesson through the depression. I had to cross people out, yeah, I made corrections. Y'all could count me out, cause I count on me. I'm in a brand new place where I'm proud to be. Let's go. Here we go, I'm glad I'm doing it all. I'm glad I'm putting it down. I got this thing off the ground. It wasn't easy, yo, when they expect you to lose. And it's your choice if you choose. Keep my movement on the move. Let's go, here we go. I take the good with the bad. I swear there's no looking back. Just focus on where I'm at. They tried to count me out. Only God knows when I'm done. I'm shining just like the sun. Until then I'm having fun. You feel me? It's a real cold world that we living in. But stay strong, don't let them see you giving in. Cause people laugh at the hell that you living in. And make jokes when your options is limited. And be the ones telling you what's up. Only come around when they use you up. And that's the reason you ain't really got nothing. That's not your real friends and I'm not fronting. The difference between me and the competition, they rely on crews and I'm self-sufficient. Yeah, I cut people off when I had suspicion. I just felt bad vibes in my intuitions. But I'm up, I don't care if you down. I swam through deep water when you prayed I drowned. Took flights out of town, never stayed around. And thank God when the plane lands safe on ground. But this for my people living with restrictions. Going hard trying to kick addictions. You could do it here, my conviction. This is true story, we don't deal with fiction. Let the song lift you up, take this as a keepsake. You deserve it all, don't deal with cheapskates. LeBron on the track, yo, it's more than just he say. My first week I need it like it's Jordan release date. Here we go, I'm glad I'm doing it all. I'm glad I'm putting it down. I got this thing off the ground. It wasn't easy, yo, when they expect you to lose. And it's your choice if you choose. Keep my movement on the move. Let's go, here we go. I take the good with the bad. I swear there's no looking back. Just focus on where I'm at. They tried to count me out. Only God knows when I'm done. I'm shining just like the sun. Until then I'm having fun. You feel me? Here we go, here we go, here we go, yo. Here we go, here we go, here we go, yo. Here we go, here we go, here we go, yo. Here we go, here we go. Let's go. Never give up. Keep going. Never give up. Keep going. Yo. So listen, let's get straight into it. I want to go into this situation first with Chef Way. So let me bring this up first. I want to go to Google and first show you all the pictures of them so that you can see Chef Way. So that's Chef Way. He's a prosecutor in Houston. He also has a TikTok page. I believe that he does recipes and stuff like that on there. And people, I guess, really love it. Women really love it. You know, they say Black women, they support a lot of things. And so that's Chef Way. So then let me click on this so that I can go to more news because it was an updated Yahoo article. Yeah. Okay. So the DA's office employing Chef Way defends him after colorist, misogynistic, and fatphobic tweets resurface. So let me bring this in closer so that y'all can see it. So Chef Way, he is a prosecutor that works in Houston, Texas. He is also a chef, I guess a viral chef who does many recipes online. So, all right. So the DA's office employing Chef Way defends him after colorist, misogynistic, and fatphobic tweets resurface. I want to see what they mean by defending him. So TikTok food creator Wayman Wesley, known under his alias Chef Way, is catching heat for his old tweets. Twitter's sites found triggering tweets from Wesley dating back to 2015. That's kind of recent too, if you think about it. 8 years ago. The content of several posts was colorist, misogynistic, fatphobic. The Houston-based influencer often targeted darker-skinned Black women. According to BuzzFeed, Wesley cropped a dark-skinned model out of a photo with a light-skinned one and captioned the image, complaining that dark-skinned model messed up the pic. Damn. So the off-putting tweets came from Wesley's now deleted account, Waymo the God. One of the most heinous ones shared was "Black bitches make good for punching bags." Ooh, he said black bitches make good for punching bags. All right. So his old tweets became a topic of discussion after he posted a recipe for oxtail pasta. Followers quickly remembered Wesley's previous persona, calling out his rebrand and began servicing screenshots. So one user posted a screenshot of a tweet where Wesley referenced Sandra Bland, who was found dead in a jail cell 3 days after being arrested during a traffic stop in 2015. Her death, which was ruled a suicide, sparked the influencer to tweet, "If Black Lives Mattered to Sandra Bland, she wouldn't have taken her life." Oh, wow. What's wrong with him? So he said that about Sandra Bland. And so oxtail is a dish that is popular around the world, but specifically within the Caribbean communities in the U.S. So somebody said you're super gross if your fiance stays with you. She's a bum too. So let's see what this is. Give me a second. Hold up a second. Let me go to the StreamYard. I want to bring this up. From the Twitter. All right. So you're super gross if your fiance stays with you and she's a bum too. So let's see what's going on here.
I don't know if y'all been on Twitter today, but I was on Twitter today. And y'all know that viral video of the oxtail pasta? Well, the creator of that pasta has a very interesting past. With that being said, most of these tweets are old, but he was also a full-grown man when he made these tweets, right? So let's look at them. A doozy. I will not be reading these, by the way. Y'all can just pause and read. Interesting. Too black. This one's absolutely insane. Absolutely nuts. Pause and read the caption for me. Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yep. And of course, here comes, the half apology and the fake accountability, right?
So he said, "There's no way to demonstrate how much I've changed since then, but I respect your position. I made sure that my actions and words since that time reflect the complete opposite of the tweets." I hope it does. And I hope that this doesn't spark women to start coming forward saying that he did certain things to him. Let me just tell you what I believe happens in situations like this, especially with guys like him. I don't know him. I don't know anything about him, but I can only speculate, right? A lot of the times it'd be the guys growing up, and I don't know if they maybe grew up in the suburbs or maybe their family was really good and they just couldn't appreciate it and acknowledge it, and maybe they was a little geeky, whatever the case may be. But I find it strange when black men just hate black women like that, like posting tweets like that. Maybe he had an experience where somebody let him down. Maybe his mother wasn't in his life as much as she could have been. You never really know. But it's no excuse for saying that women deserve to be punching bags. But any of the things that people do while in a rage or upset or mad, it's never no excuse to it. But once you start to find out the story, you it doesn't make it better though at all. I'm not no. So let's continue.
Now this is what sent me. This is the original young lady whose tweet I saw to even bring me to the thread after his apology. We have to be very careful who we give a platform, especially on these different apps. You can try to rebrand all you want to, but the internet is forever. And you were grown when you made these statements, sir. So this whole, I'm accountable now, we're not feeling it. Also, let's know, if you've been on Twitter a long time, you remember when the first couple of instances with this character went on, and it got so crazy to the fact that his mama came on Twitter. His mama and his sister came on Twitter to, say he wasn't raised this way. They're not sure what's going on. So if your mama and your sister have to publicly denounce you,
damn,
there's no forgiveness. I'm sorry.
So that's that. Let me get this off. Um, why can't I see this big? Body type that should wear bikinis versus the body type that shouldn't. Wow. He got a picture of a white woman toothpick against a black woman who's shapely. Like, I don't get it. That's wrong. I don't know. Something bad happened to him. Either he's doing this to troll and he just understands the nature. Maybe he's on his Kevin Samuel shit ahead of his time. Real beauty versus weave and lies. Wow. And they both got makeup on, like in their photos. I don't, yo, that's crazy. Hmm. Anybody taking time out like that? Hold on. He says she's too black. Wow. What's the rhyme or reason? Did black women let him down? Like, there is no rhyme to the reason. But what I'm just saying is like, what pushes a person to that point of just wanting to say those type of things about black women? So let me go to this other. So I already read that. Let me go back and reshare. Please make sure you thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're just getting here. All right. So the DA's office. So we read those, whatever. So users even dug up old tweets where Wesley's mother openly disapproved of her son's hatred towards black women. So on January 8th, 2023, he said, to those I've hurt with my past tweets that have resurfaced, I am deeply sorry. That was a moment in my life where I was sick in more ways than one. Cooking saved me. You have watched a flawed man heal. I will continue to heal and learn. Thanks for being along the journey. Maybe with his, I don't know. Like, why is that shit is scary to me? Because to me, that's the person who could snap on your ass like in a second. They, shit. Like a person, like, say for instance, like they tell you, like, okay, ladies, they'll sell you this, right? Get a guy who has a good job and he does well for himself and do whatever the case may be. And sometimes even in those institutions, they be a little kooky. They be a little kooky. People kooky everywhere. But I'm just saying, like, and to me, he has a lot to lose. You understand what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm trying to say? You know how they tell you fuck with a person who has a lot to lose or who has things to lose? They can have a lot to lose and still you'll still end up losing in the situation. Like, real talk, like, it's crazy. I don't want nobody, like, I feel like he's doing well. I hopefully he means his apology, he's moved on, and yeah, I don't wish to bad on anybody, but come on, like, saying things like that, shit, no, nah, that's a little too far. So somebody said, you were out here embarrassing your mother. I hope you apologize to her. So then somebody brung up, so it's, are you still parents married? I'm asking for a friend. Are your parents still married? She said divorced. Mom does not approve. Oh shit. I ain't gonna go all the way over there for that. Give me a second. I love you anyways. I'm black woman. That's how we do. So, thanks for sharing. I didn't know everything he writes equal not what we taught trolling. I think that's what young folks call it. Yeah, but if he can troll, he could troll in a better way than that. That's not a good way to troll, like, not on black women like that, and not to big up like any other race of women. Like, that's just not cool. So Wesley has since amassed over 250,000 followers on his TikTok page sharing food content. In 2021, he became a Harris County, Texas District Attorney Office prosecutor. Harris County District Attorney Kim Ogg's reaction to the tweets left a bad taste in people's mouths. So she released a statement on BuzzFeed News describing herself as a believer in second chances. I believe that because that we know of, he didn't rape nobody, kill anybody, do anything like that. So that is distasteful what he did. It is distasteful what he did. I'm pretty sure he knows it. I'm pretty sure he's smart enough to know. Now, do you think he possibly could have been trolling? That was one of the first things that I did think when I was brainstorming. I said, why did he do this? Knowing, and this is why it's like that shit where they used to play that commercial on TV, commonsense.org, and they would tell people like, don't do things like post nudity online because things like that are forever and all of that. Some people really don't get that message and they end up just doing anything and they don't realize that shit is forever. When you do anything online, that shit forever. It's forever. So yeah. So all right, so let's keep going. So she believes in second chances. So Og added, though these posts were inappropriate and offensive and do not reflect my values or those of the Harris County District Office, Attorney's Office. Mr. Wesley has explained that these posts came during a time in which he was struggling with serious personal issues, including alcohol addiction. And you know what? If he just started working there, guess what? Unfortunately, I mean, I see a lot of Black women rallying and not understand their feelings because they like, how could a person be sitting in such a position with such hatred and, and showing so much cruelty to Black women? And just, to me, that what those tweets were an attack. So how could a person like that be in such a position? So I understand their plight when it comes to that. But I feel like, let's look at it from a situation, from a business sense, right? I do still think that those tweets are horrible. I do think they are. But do you think there's such a thing where it's like this happened before this employee worked here and it's been like 8 years? It's like that was like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't under there, and he's not really no employee, because if it was to every job, people would just work and do what they got to do. No employees under any employer's tutelage. You could still do whatever you got to do. You could still be a bad person and go to work every day. You could be a good person and go to work every day. You could be a murderer and go to work every day. So, all right. The cookie and attorney also issued a statement via Twitter apologizing for his past actions. So, to those I've hurt with my past tweets that have resurfaced, I'm deeply sorry. That was a moment in my life where I'm sick in more ways than one. Cooking saved me. You've watched me heal, man. I will continue to learn, to heal and learn. Thanks for being along the journey. You know what? I hope other things don't spill out, but the way that things is going today, and I don't want you to think giving a slap on the wrist. He didn't murder anybody. He didn't rape anybody. And yeah, he didn't do that. And if I feel like so many other people do bad things, and maybe this was I don't know. Ugh. He gonna have to do an interview. I feel like he has to do an interview. He need to do a sit down with somebody because why would this? He needs to do a sit down with someone who's gonna grill him and ask him the questions, even if they mad and they're upset. He just need to let them get it out so he can say, I realized what I was doing was wrong. Like I was trying to troll and get attention. And, I grew up in a way where I didn't get a lot of attention. And, I'm just trying to do this and, whatever. And I realized that when I said something bad, the attention it got. So you're going to have to do something, and you're going to have to really apologize. You're going to have to possibly host an event and just give free food away to the whole city. Just let them do, like, you know what? He did give us a free plate. So, I'm not trying to make light of it or anything, but I don't think, and nowadays with the way that social media is, once you do something, you already know, Black women already know that they support is hard. So they're just going to remove it. They're going to be upset. So, man. All right. So to those I've heard, so we read that already, a significant consequence that Wesley faces for his past online activity is losing major endorsements and partnership deals with food industry giants. Now I understand when it comes to that. Do you understand that? Like, I don't think an individual is going to lose their job for something that happened 8 years ago, now employed. And, what I mean? But what do you feel? Do you feel that it's very toxic for him to be on a Harris County prosecutor and with such negative views towards Black women? Do you think that could leak into any cases involving Black women in his position and his judgment? I think that's huge. So that it's just it's fucked up. To me it is. Hold on a second. To me it's fucked up. All right, so if social media is around forever, some of these kids going to be embarrassed when they get older by their parents' social media. Yeah, and this is what I was talking about with Lotto. Lotto was the one who was out here talking about swallowing bodily fluids when she was in an interview with Carisha. It's like you don't realize when you have kids that people are going to be able to tease them and be like, "Oh, your mother says she swallowed." Come on, man. All right, so let's continue. Let's continue. All right. So Anova Culinary, thank you for letting thank you to those who let us know. So this is Anova Culinary. So it has been recently brought to our attention that a former content partner engaged. They put former partner former content partner engaged in behavior that does not align with our values. We do not approve of the actions, and we are disheartened to learn of the situation. As a result, we have completely cut ties with this person as we strive to only work with partners who share our core values and help move the social needle towards justice and equality. We hope our former partner has some moments of deep introspection and makes the necessary strides to become an anti-racist ally. Ooh. Hate has no home at Anova, and we remain committed to listening to marginalized voices and deeply value diversity. I like that. That was nice. I like it. That was perfectly put. Uh, yeah. Why they ain't try to say his name though? All right, so it has been brought to our attention that former content partner engaged in behavior that does not align with our values. We do not approve of these actions. We are disheartened to learn of this situation. As a result, we have completely cut ties with this person as we strive to only work with partners who share our core values and help move the social needle towards justice and equality. And then they had the nerve to try to give advice at the end. We hope that our former partner has some moments of deep introspection. Necessary strides to the racist ally. Hate has no home in the Nova, and we remain committed to listening to marginalized voices and deeply value diversity. Now, one thing that he's going to be happy about is I feel like any person can rebound, right? And obviously his employer is saying they believe everybody deserves a second chance. So he has that money like in stone. It's there. You know, he ain't gonna miss no meals or nothing. But unfortunately, he is gonna get a lot of flack in the city, especially just based off of those prior tweets and what he's done and just surfacing. So what do you think that would have been his best thing to do? Just not coming back at all, just not living out his dream and living out loud. Maybe he should have just kept it on TikTok and people would have kept it low. What do you think? He should have just kept it on TikTok, right? Or maybe he just wanted to say, you know what? I'm gonna bring it back to Twitter. If I get exposed and called out, I'm gonna do it. This too shall change. This too shall pass, and we'll go through it, and I'll eventually come back. Because you know it's gonna be some mammy like, I love you anyway. I know you were playing. I know. And listen, he still do deserve his support from the people who are just gonna support him. Like, let people have at what they want. You understand what I'm saying? Let them have at what they want. Don't be here trying to like lecture these people. Like, why do you like? You identify with what they like, and if you don't feel like that's something you want to be a part of, then separate yourself. No, you know it's gonna be some women like, I know you didn't mean it. Oh my god, that Alfredo was banging. Yeah, and meanwhile, so anyway, it is. I mean, all right. So the brand CEO Steven Savian released the accompanying statement saying we want to partner with individuals that reflect our own values. Ooh, so Stevens Savajian Sajian. I think I'm saying it wrong. Anyway, so we're ending our affiliation with Chef Wei ASAP. Formal statement coming soon. Thanks for bringing the issue to our attention. All right. So they say, I believe that brands are about values. We want to partner with individuals that reflect our own values. Chef Wei clearly does not represent values and that we hold dear. Thanks to those who called this out, we need to do a better job vetting people that represent our brand. When we talking about vetting, listen, sometimes you can't vet the right person. You can't. You know that they went through a process to get him as a prosecutor, right? Sometimes certain things you just can't vet people. Some people have evilness or whatever. I'm not saying listen, again, I feel like with everything going in the world with the Shanquella and people getting laid down and all of that, I ain't saying that Well, he did say that black women, something about a punching bag. I don't know. I just hope that, I hope he didn't do anything behind the scenes. Maybe he just really was trolling. Hope maybe because former girlfriends could start coming out saying, yeah, he did this and that. And it's like, it's going to get messy. So hopefully he never beat a black woman. Hopefully he didn't. Let's see. So they cut ties with him. So Food and Travel Network Taste may also confirm its distance. Wow. He was associated with Food and Travel Network. Taste Made also confirmed its distance from the chef. We're shocked and disappointed to see his past behavior coming from a partner creator and behavior that we do not condone and certainly does not align with our values. He has been removed from our platform. We do not collaborate in the future. Brand role on Twitter. He mentioned Walmart. Walmart helps. Ninja Kitchen. Paleo Foundation. Life Confer. Feels Good Foods. Granda. Yeah, they mentioned mad people. Yo, that's crazy. They really trying to like, hold on a second. Hold on. Give me a second. I don't feel any sympathy for that man. He was what you say? I don't feel any sympathy for that man. He didn't even address the people he harassed in the apology. He's on his own. But Pink Flames, the thing is that his bread and butter that fuels all of this is his employer. His employer, he still has an employer, and the world is critical today. I wouldn't want anybody to be unemployed or not have any access to, some sort of capital. So it's good that he still has his job, but let me ask you this. If you're a woman, what could he do to fix this situation in the now? Do you think that he should just crumble and just go away? Do you think he just needs to delete his profile and whatever? Or do you think he should just let the people who are going to attract to him based on what he did attract, and then everybody just leave him alone? What do you think he should do? I want to know that. All right. So yeah, so Food and Travel, all of that. And we're shocked and disappointed to see his past behavior coming from a partner creator. Behavior that we do not condone and certainly does not align with our values. Everybody talking about their values. He has been removed from our platform. We do not collaborate in the future. Yeah. So that's Taste Made. I guess they're big in that type of industry. So that's that. I wanted to bring this video up from Paris Milan. See, she had did some coverage on it, but I thought what she said was funny when she was like, "Black women support certain things," and what did she say about all you got to do is do some shit with Alfredo? Hold on a second, let me bring it up. Paris Milan. Please make sure you thumbs up the video. Thumbs it up. It's 60 people here. Thumbs up the video. Subscribe to the channel. Please, please, please. All right. Paris Milan. And wow, what? Model by fake friend over cell phone. Dang. Hold on a second. All right. Yeah, let's bring this up. So shout out to Paris Milan. Hold on.
Now y'all coming for his effing livelihood. So you ain't gonna get the apology that you looking for. It's not gonna happen. Go deeper, chef. And we don't want you to go deeper. Stay where the F you at. I addressed them like a landfill with the trash and everything. Person. And I think we need to get away from that too. Like a lot of people feel like Black boys aren't capable of saying these things too. Like I don't care if he was in college, if he was in high school, if this was a white kid saying this, women then scrubbed his account. Else that I dug up is that I guess this is a fiance Dusty that you see on the screen. His name is Chef Way, and he is located in Houston. He's a lawyer, and he also is a chef. He's an influencer. He has like 250,000 followers on TikTok. He has a lot of Black women followers because, we love to be eating our food. Like food is a universal language. Well, shout out to this Black woman who this dude, you need to be careful with him. He got a past. And something else that I dug up is that I guess this is a fiance. According to his Instagram, they plan to get married in 2024.
Oh, wow. So he really ain't even into Black women. Wow. He got the Yeezys on, made it easy, huh? Did the Yeezys on, did it sleazy, huh? Did the Yeezys on, did it sleazy, huh? Why he had to hate for the black women? I don't understand it. Let's continue. Make sure you subscribe to Paris Milan page.
Now, y'all like to gaslight and say, oh, who cares if they in these relationships as long as they don't talk bad about black women? Boom. He been doing that. Now what? What y'all gonna say now? So shout out to her. She's a model. Her name is Erin. She said, I see a lot of my black female followers interacting with this guy, and I want you to know that he spent most of 2015/2016 terrorizing black women, then scrubbed his account. He is extremely misogynistic, so keep that in mind as you interact and tell others you see interacting. Very misogynistic. She says a bunch of other types, colorist is not okay. And then behavior can't be rehabilitated. And he was already an adult man in college saying this. You don't magically turn into a new person. And I think we need to get away from that too. Like a lot of people feel like black boys aren't capable of saying these things too. Like, I don't care if he was in college, if he was in high school, if this was a white kid saying this bullcrap, right, y'all would still want the same result of them being canceled. So I don't know why y'all like to pick and choose with that. So they pulled up his old tweets and they are so vile, but they're also pretty typical. You know, this is what they do. So in the first tweet, it says, black bees make for good punching bags. Okay. He also said to this model here, as you can see with the cursor, if she was light skinned, she'd be so fire. He also said if Black Lives Matter to SB, she wouldn't have done that to herself. I'm serious too. Then he said real beauty versus weave and lies. And then he was talking about this gorgeous model. If I'm not mistaken, is this Tia Becca? Because it kind of looked like her. He says about her, she's too black. This is what this mother effer was proudly saying. So he also said pictures of a dark-skinned black woman juxtaposed next to a light-skinned woman. He said, shaking my head, the dark one messed up the pic. So he cropped her out and said fixed. Okay, so I think this is Angel from Basketball Wives. I think she says she's a nurse. She also does the modeling. Super gorgeous. His opinion does not change that about her. Then in this pic, he says it's a dark-skinned black woman and then like a landfill with the trash and everything. And he says, I see no difference. So basically calling her Garbo. This mother effer was so vile, and I refuse to believe that he ever changed his old ways. So because of what he was doing around that time, he wasn't just commenting on like random black women's pictures, keyword black women. He was doing this to black girls as well. Says, I was 16 to 17 when I first got on Twitter, a skinny, dark-skinned girl, and saw nothing but people comparing us and our bodies to roaches, burnt food, roast beef, bodily excretions, and whatnot. So yeah, I wish the very worst on all Twitter OGs who participated. Black woman in the middle, she said, you commented on one of my pics on my old account and said my dark skin made me ugly. I was in high school. Call me all types of butterface. You said if I was light-skinned, I'd look better. Now you're a chef? That's crazy. I'm so happy he's being called out. And then this black woman on the right says, this man told me I needed to take myself out years ago after my lockup and harassed me for no reason. I didn't harm anyone or do anything to anybody. And he used a time in my life when I was homeless and poor as a formerly incarcerated woman to kick me down even further. I just want y'all to think about that. If there was ever a time that a black woman said anything, she don't even have to say anything close to this, because we saw what happened, what y'all did when that therapist rightfully was telling you mother effers that you needed to go talk to someone, that you needed psychiatric counseling and everything. Remember how y'all did her when she didn't even say nothing close to what happened in these tweets? You got her fired. Okay, so why would the treatment be any different? Because again, if a black woman said anything like this, y'all would be pulling up to her house, finding her information. So that's why I'm happy it's happening to him. Now, black woman was putting their sleuth skills to work like they should be doing against these men quietly. And this black woman found his information. So she says, so I found Chef Way real name. It's Wayman Wesley II, and he apparently works for Harris County DA. So good job, girl. Good job. And I blocked you out so they don't come after you. Okay, make sure you keep your burner under. Now, this black woman made a really good point about this. She said black men built large followings between 2010 and 2016 by being misogynistic, colorist, and downright nasty to Black women because at one point that was an easy way to build a platform. Then they took a break and came back as feminist chefs, and I love Black women again. Literally what they were doing. Look at these vile tweets. Skinny dark-skinned girl so childish trying to jump in my pics, basically calling a dark-skinned Black woman this black hair. Dark-skinned girls with red lips look like them burnt hot dogs with the ketchup Jigga be having at barbecues.
Damn.
Can't let my girl pop a dark-skinned be, babe, relax, let me handle this Jigga. Extra dark-skinned girls need to stop wearing that red lipstick looking like a... I like dark-skinned girls, but I couldn't date a black burnt a chick. Light-skinned girls act like the devil. Dark-skinned girls look like the devil. And this is why what Masika said, Masika is so disgusting. Like, I'm so sick of that, bro. I don't even need to wish bad on her because she's already down bad. But her trying to say, reverse colorism exists. No, it don't. Nobody was saying anything disparaging about light-skinned women. Nobody was saying anything demoralizing about y'all during that era. It was strictly dark-skinned Black women. Light-skinned Black women cannot face colorism, not reverse anything, because in order to face colorism, you have to be dark. Y'all want to be just subjugated so bad, and you're just not. So because of the tweets being exposed, he then came out with his tears. He said, to those I've heard, well, my past tweets that are resurfaced, I'm deeply sorry. I was a moment in my life where I was sick and more ways than one. Cooking saved. Oh, cooking saved you. Really? You have watched a flawed man heal. I will continue to heal and learn. Thanks for being along the journey. So basically, this mother effer is telling you because he know how to make a rotisserie chicken and throw some parsley on that mother effer and make all this diabetic inducing Alfredo sauce and all that bullshit y'all like on TikTok. Because he know how to chef it up now. The pizza homemade. Because he know how to braise some goddamn steaks. Because he know how to ferment the lemons in the kitchen. He not colorist no more.
Right.
Who the F intelligence do you think you're insulting? You ain't fooling nobody, boo. I don't care how many pounds of freaking shrimp that you baste and fry and dip and flip and saute, you're still a colorist mother effer. You are. You ain't never gonna be able to shake that. Sorry. And it was a lot of Black women that was trying to talk him through it and saying, people change, the apology is severe. Why do you want him to apologize? He don't care. He's only upset now because y'all outed him. So guess what? The hatred that he had for you in 2015 and 16 is going to be intensified because now y'all coming for his effing livelihood. So you ain't going to get the apology that you're looking for. It's not going to happen. Go deeper, chef. And we don't want you to go deeper. Stay where the F you at. I address the pain I cause where it occur. I do not think there will ever be a video, a tweet, a post adequate enough to satisfy all people. You didn't hurt all people. You didn't say this crap about all people. You said it specifically about Black women and in particular dark-skinned Black women. So this all people stuff is you deflecting. Twitter has made it clear there is nothing I can do to take accountability for 2015 tweets, and I respect the mother F you. I mean, I would change my life if 8 years ago my mother had to come on here to admonish me to. We're going to talk about that, but the point is a lot of people are ignorant to your past online.
I want to play the whole...
It's something I want to show y'all. It's funny how he claimed that he a chef, right? I'm a chef and, I got all these skills. But his mom was trying one of these dishes that he made. And when I tell y'all her facial expressions let me know his food ain't really hitting on a bunch of ish. I mean, even when I saw the ending of this, these wings, I know some of y'all like a little bit of char on your wings, but these wings they don't look all that good to me.
It's my mom, so she's going to give her opinion on what the frog tastes like.
It's good. She lying. She lying. Look at her face. It's good. I don't know if y'all...
I do want to pause this right here, though, and let me tell you something. From what I see, though, his mother is not even a dark-skinned Black woman. And to me, that still doesn't mean that you should display hatred towards them. But it all boils down. It boils down, I'm telling you. Yeah.
Have y'all saw that video that's been going viral where it was showing Tamara trying this dish? And you could just see how repulsed she was on her face. That's the same vibe that I get when she was trying these frog legs.
The texture is a little strange, and I saw a few tendons in there that kind of threw me off. But it's kind of like the texture of fish mixed with chicken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was kind of chicken fishy.
I could just stick to some good old wings.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
She ain't like that. You ain't fooling nobody. She looked like, what the F did this mother effer serve me with these goddamn frog legs? And some people like frog legs or whatever. They don't mind the texture, but yeah, you could just tell it was the taste. It was the whole shebang that had her like, ooh, child, what the F? How you gonna do that? But again, his mother's phenotype to me is what we really can expect with a lot of Black women that are on like the lighter brown spectrum. They don't really identify with the colorism plight that dark-skinned Black women go through. Therefore, their sons can say this disrespectful bullish that is so effing vile, not only to Black women, but Black children, because he did this to Black girls. And they could just still love him through it. But yeah, she's biracial, then it even more so makes sense why her response was like that. But what happened to him just reminds me of what happened to this guy named Dr. Troy Yarbrough. He was a special ed teacher, and when KS croaked over and was taken up out the home, he was calling himself trying to criticize Black women for their response to it. So people then brought up his old tweets where he was popping that ish online talking about dark-skinned Black women, and guess what they did? They found out where he worked, because these mother effers are dumb, putting their face out there, putting their real information out there, and they contacted the school that he was working at. So what happened was the school said, our pursuit of educational equity for all children depends on centering racial equity, diversity, and inclusiveness in everything we do. We learned a troubling social media post on an account connected to a staff member who is now no longer employed by Teach for America. So we getting you mother effers the F on up out of here. You are not going to be paid to hate
and
us.
That's his family.
I don't give a F who you're with.
That's his family, and he talking slick on the man mouth like that. The man talk slick on the mouth like that. A lot of these people have deep-rooted issues that go back to childhood. I'm telling you, it might sound, you might think I'm playing, but a lot of people have deep-rooted issues that date back to childhood.
With. And ironically, like the first guy, he was in an interracial relationship, or is in an interracial relationship. This Black man here is married to a dark-skinned Black woman with full Black features and has a pretty dark-skinned baby girl. This is what he was talking about. Dark-skinned girls, North cell batteries, and they scattering like roaches when a light come on, and white women are starting to come back, and Black women, it's over for you. Saying all this crap, and your wife is a whole full Black woman alongside your cute baby girl. So when y'all be thinking that it's just the self-hating Black man, didn't they tell you it's the thugs that talk this way? But if we go back, this is a Black male that y'all would say is supposed to be a good Black male, right? They're supposed to, aren't they always telling us the educated Black men? It's just that we just don't pay him no attention, and these educated lanes, Black women are always picking on them, always talking about them. And this is a whole lawyer who did this.
Facts,
this
though.
Ain't Pookie. So that lets you know it's not just
the this is why, like, Brooklyn Pressure, this is what I want to tell you, because you're a lady, and I know that you probably meet some nice guys or whatever the case may be, but I want to tell you this. I was just saying this on this channel, that we would tell you to pick the best guy who has the best going on. It's like even the ones who have something to lose sometimes could even be the fucking crazy psychos. It's like you just never really know. You just never know. And that's the scary part about it. Now I'm starting to see that, like, it's really like, yo, pick the good. Get a good guy. Get the good guy. Get the quiet one. Get the introvert. Why? So he could strangle your ass in the motherfucking closet and leave you there for days? Like, I'm telling you, this shit is crazy. You just don't know. Like, people are... Oh, man. That's good. Let's proceed. Hold on a second. Let's proceed.
Black males. It's really a collective of them. No matter what the income is, no matter what the class level is, no matter if he had a 2-family parent home or not, they still all are going to engage in misogyny war because the culture supports it, and too many of us are enabling this bullish. They should never be able to work under the guise of, oh, you know, I'm a soft era chef now after my colorist tweets and I rebranded. F that. There is no rebranding after that. Once y'all find out what they've had to say, they need to be cut off. If y'all could do that to Chrisette Michelle and you did it to that Black woman therapist and you've been doing it to other Black women because they're not marching quick enough for you, or they're not giving enough money, or they're not speaking to you in the way in which you feel you deserve to be spoke to, and you're taking their jobs, his needs to be gone. Because as far as I'm concerned, you should not be representing anybody. How do we know that you are not? And I'm giving my opinion, okay? So before you try to send me a cease and desist, or before you try to pull rank, you know, being a lawyer or whatever, I'm giving my opinion. How do we know that if you are set to represent someone, that you're not going to have some implicit bias against them if they're of a specific skin tone? How do we know you're not going to do that? Mr. You know, the Black lives and all that, you don't care about them. And the funny thing is, under this post, somebody was like, oh, well, they're Black lives. You appreciate them if they're not too dark.
That's scary because you never know like who's around you. That's some Cabo 6 shit. Like, I'm telling you, you want to be honest, and I'm going to tell you, it was one of the most happiest things in my life ever since like that whole, you know, that Tory Lanez verdict or whatever, when I was doing like that commentary on it, for that period of time, I lost 40 subscribers, but I would rather 40 people leave than be here and not really want to be here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I will want you to leave, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nothing that's forced. And this person, come on, like that's crazy. And we can't just ignore it just because we Black men and he wasn't saying nothing about Black men. That's hateful. That could be somebody's daughter, niece, their you know, aunt, mom, like some, you know what I'm saying?
Dark, right? So he's been saying this stuff. And the sad part is a lot of Black men been saying this stuff. A lot of their light-skinned pick-me's been saying this stuff. And you seldom get, let me not say seldom. In some cases, you'll find some brown or darker brown Black women engaging in the misogynoir as well, because it's like, if you can't beat them, join them. So this is how we need to move. Instead of them trying to gaslight us and think, oh, they just don't have to be with you. This ain't about desirability. This is about discrimination, gender-based discrimination that is happening to Black women at the hands of Black men. And then we sit back and we wonder why the rate, the taking out rate is every 5.5 hours. Y'all think that that's a coincidence? And y'all better be careful, because with him losing all these endorsements, you don't know what the F is going to happen to him. And his men go viral. They need to be ghosted completely. They shouldn't have a platform. And as far as I'm concerned, moving forward, if a Black man really hasn't been vetted, you know, the thing y'all say they can't be, just like you easily vetted them in those tweets though, but okay. If you have not yet background research to know where he is, where he lives, criminal or not, what he said in his tweets, his platform should not be supported. No reposting, no cash apping, no super chatting, no buying of their courses. None of that should happen until you have found out who the F he is. Because just like it's him, I'm telling you, there's hundreds of thousands, probably even millions of other Black men who harbor the same mentality. And why they're dangerous is because sometimes they'll go to non-Black women, but in other cases, they'll be married to you and talking all this ish about you and your phenotype online. So that's why you need to make sure that you are informed before you're just looking at a Black face. They don't relate to you on the basis of race. They for sure don't relate to you on the basis of features. They goddamn.
And that'd be the face of somebody that'll take out their damn wife and the dude to listen. I am putting nothing past nobody no more. There is no, I'm saying certain people do have a crazy look, but when you think about it after the shit is all said and done, but I don't put shit past nobody. I don't. I'm telling you. I don't know what it is. Let me ask you this. Do you think this is wrong? But even if I'm walking, like say I'm walking somewhere and somebody is walking towards me, I think at any time anything can happen and I'm always ready to fight. Like always ready. I don't know what it is, but it's just like you just don't know anymore. And I'm just alert. I make sure that my eyes is just focused. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to be like that. I don't trust nobody.
For sure don't relate to you on the basis of skin tone. So that's why you need to do the same thing. They're always putting their fake sense of manhood before you. They're always telling us that we need to submit and it's because of this, it's because of that, and it's just a preference. No, it's not. They literally are telling you they hate you in a lot of cases. So instead of crying about it, instead of $dollars, that's how you gonna stop that bullish. This ish would stop tonight if we started drying up the goddamn F a second chance. F the second chance. Those Black girls don't get a second chance to relive their childhood. They not gonna get a second chance to be able to turn over that moment where he was telling them they were ugly. They not gonna be able to relive that moment where they felt less than because of him picking on them as a grown effing adult. That's some predatory behavior.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, check out Paris Milan on YouTube. Check her out. Yeah. So what do y'all think about Chef Wei? Do y'all think he deserves? I don't think he deserves to lose his job, but being that he's trying to build himself in a social media platform type of way, being that he's trying to build himself in a social media platform type of way, I think that he may suffer. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like he's gonna suffer in that in terms of that. Yes, and I don't want to say he probably should, but this is like huge backlash, like especially from Black women, who's probably his biggest supporter. So it's just sad. And you see who he's married to and all of that too, or who he's engaged to. Hold on a second. Give me a second. I'm just trying to click somewhere else. Yeah. All right. So anyway. So you said that Eddie is yeah. So what were the tweets? She had went over them. She was reading the tweets. So he said a lot of foulness. And then also just rewind the video. I wanted to go to the CDC update in regards to the jab because now they're starting to say something. Let's go CDC update. Google CDC. Okay. We go to news. How many of y'all got boosted? Any of y'all got boosted? Let's see. So CDC identifies possible safety issue with Pfizer's updated COVID V word. Says people should still get boosted. Yeah, they identified a safety issue with it. Let's see what they're talking about.
In the midst of chaos, he was stability.
We remain calm. He's just fallen so far, and he keeps falling.
Giuliani, what happened to America's mayor? Tomorrow at 9 on CNN.
So this morning, you can feel the chill in the air. Will the approaching winter mean a new COVID surge? CNN chief medical correspondent Dr. Sanjay Gupta joins us now. Sanjay, look, we've seen it before where the COVID numbers tend to go up when it gets colder and drier. What's expected this winter?
Yeah, I mean, winter's coming, and with the cooler, drier weather, you can expect some surges no matter what. The big question is how big a surge might they be? How big will these surges be? If you look throughout the history of the pandemic, John, and we've tracked this, we sort of built this graph, there's always a lull and sort of a downturn before you see some of these significant surges, especially in the winter months. We saw Omicron, for example, that was obviously really significant. You see where we are now, the right side of the screen, that lull with COVID activity. The question is, what is going to happen over the next couple of months? A couple things to sort of pay attention to. First off, you just look now compared to this same week in years past. What you find is that in 2022 compared to 20 and 21, we're in better position in terms of daily deaths. Still, I mean, unfathomably high, some 314 deaths on average over the last 7 days. Hospitalizations, though, John, which is, I think, is a truest metric of things, really gives you a sense of things. It's about on par with what we saw in 2020 right now, lower than 2021, but we'll see. The big question is these new variants that are coming in. They do appear to be more transmissible, and they are increasingly gaining a proportion of the overall number of COVID cases. So week to week, they've been doubling roughly. So we'll see by mid-November, for example, do they start to take over and become sort of the dominant strain? One thing, let me just show you there, John. There's all these numbers and letters and all that. Peter Hotez calls them the Scrabble variants because they have these unusual letters now. One thing to keep in mind, they're all part of Omicron. And that's an important point. The WHO has not said this warrants its own new variant name because they're not different enough yet in order to warrant that. So just to keep that in the back of mind as well. These are all variants, but they're still all coming under the Omicron tree.
Even if they have a triple letter score, like the Scrabble thing.
Yeah.
Look, if they are all part of Omicron, I got my Omicron specific booster a few weeks ago. What will the effectiveness be of this new booster, perhaps?
Yeah, I think that's the key question. I think the new booster should be more protective against these new variants for the reasons just mentioned. While they are different, they're not different enough to say, hey, look, they're just going to evade immunity. A couple things. If you haven't gotten this bivalent booster, you probably should. And also, the antibody treatments are often based on antibodies to some of the original strains. So if you're someone who counts on getting an antibody treatment, that's probably not going to be as effective against these new strains for that reason. But the bivalent booster, or frankly, if you've had COVID during a time when you've had BA5, which is this most recent sort of variant that is dominant, that's probably going to be protective for a period of time as well. But earlier infections, earlier vaccines, probably not as effective.
So Sanjay, a lot of people already sniffling. What do we know about other respiratory diseases, including the flu?
I wanted to know about the vaccine. Hold on a second. See what I'm saying? They noticed a stroke in people 65 and older. See, man, it's more than that just going on, and they trying to hide it. And that shit is so wrong that a lot of people is gone and their family don't even have the mental fortitude or even the ability to think like, hey, maybe they just died, you know? Damn. You said a lot of COVID is spiking, and a lot of clients have been calling to cancel due to getting COVID. Damn, that's crazy. New variants will keep coming. Yep, new variants, people, but be afraid, people. The driving factor for social media lifestyle and the Black community is the women. Be to target them and shoot yourself in the foot, but hey, it is what it is. There is worse out there. The driving factor for social media lifestyle in the Black community is the women. So to target them is to shoot yourself in the foot. But hey, it is what it is. There's worse out there. Yeah. Especially if he wanted that support from his platform. So in regards to that Chef Way situation, for sure. I remember when we couldn't find hospital beds because of all of the hospitals, the capacity, we would send patients out to say some hospitals wouldn't take our positive patients. Yeah, we came along. Listen, we say that we came a long way, but you got to realize that was a time. A lot of people were hospitalized during that time. A lot of people passed. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people were not fortunate in regards to this whole COVID thing, and people are still passing. People are in my opinion, they're passing related to that jab as well. So let me get off the screen. I want to go to Instagram. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. being the most streamed female rapper. What did she get? 28 billion? 28 billion streams across all platforms. So that's dope as fuck. So shout out to her for that. Oh, I wanted to bring this up. How many of y'all heard about this? Hold on a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna rep it till I'm gone. I'll catch up with niggas soon. Hold on. I'm gonna rep it till I'm gone. So, woman sexually assaulted and brutally beaten by serial rapist son, a year after praying against his victim. So, good evening, says Trina Daniels. Her son did this to her. So, let me see. All right. So good evening. I would never share this disturbing traumatic experience. However, I pray this will help someone. On Saturday, January 7th, 2023, Kendra Hamlin and my 30-year-old son, Melvin O'Neill, visited my home at 8:30 a.m. We laughed, talked, they argued, then she left my son. Yes, my son that I gave birth to at my house, saying she would come back to get him. My ex-son lured me into the bathroom. Then he beat me with his fist, saying he was going to beat me to death. He almost did. He beat me, then sexually assaulted me. This will always be a date I will never forget. Please always be aware of any and everyone. I'm sharing this because I know that none of this was my fault. I trusted that my son would never do that to me or anyone. My family has been very supportive, visiting me in the hospital every day, and it definitely helps with the emotional pain. I'm strong mentally and a survivor. I was able to escape, and I'm alive. Melvin O'Neill, will be spending the rest of his life in prison. Damn. That's horrible. What's wrong? What's on the person's mind who would do that to their mom? Who would do that to their mother? Come on, y'all. So footage shows University of South Carolina student repeatedly using racial slurs.
What's your name?
Jamie Lynn, if you want to know, baby.
You go to college?
Yeah, I do.
What college?
Oh, USC, baby.
Okay, I'll send this to them.
You go ahead, babe. How many followers do you have?
I don't give a shit, you
baby,
racist.
Wow. No, it's not just.
What did you say? She called me a black bitch. If anyone's wondering, she called me a black bitch.
Wow.
And I'm ignorant because she said the N-word and then called me a black bitch. We love clout.
Fuck that nigga. Fuck him.
What's your name?
Jamie Lynn, if you want to know, baby.
You go to college?
Yeah, I do.
What college?
Oh, USC, baby.
Okay, I'll send this to them.
You go ahead, babe. How many followers do you have?
I don't give a shit, you
baby,
racist.
Wow. You want me to tell you something? And I'm just going to tell you this because I experienced this being from upstate New York. Yes, please also, quick buzz. Please make sure you check out my website, cookieconfidant.com. Get your hands on some gourmet cookies. Support me through, supporting my business, cookieconfidant.com. So yeah, I want to tell you this from upstate New York, right? So I learned this earlier on with white people, and this is where I had to learn earlier on that, like, of course, I've been called a nigger before. I have been called that before, but what I learned earlier on is that these people will do that to tempt you to put your hands on them. So then, next thing you know, they're calling the police. It's a trap. A person can say whatever they want to you. They can literally say that, and I don't think some of y'all really like think about that. Like a person, like they could call you a B word, they could call you whatever. Really, it's on you. If you put your hands on them, that's assault. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And some people, like, I feel like with her, she's smart enough. She might have been drunk right there, but trust me, she probably would have pulled up in that cell phone and called one of her lawyer friends or whatever the case may be. Trust me.
What did you say? She called me a black bitch. If anyone's wondering, she called me a black bitch. And I'm ignorant because she said the N-word and then called me a black bitch. We love clout.
Fuck that nigga. Fuck him.
What's your name?
Jamie. Jamie Lynn, if you want to know, baby.
Do you go to college?
Yeah, I do.
What college?
Oh, USC, baby.
Okay, I'll send this to them.
You go ahead, babe. How many followers do you have?
I don't give a shit, you
baby,
racist.
Yep, she looked like the type. You put her hands, she'd be like, I don't care. Remember during the pandemic, where was that lady who the woman was harassing her? It was the Karen who was harassing her because she had all that stuff outside her house, and she had the cell phone, and she kept walking up and down the street, kept telling the lady, you're making the place look cheap. You're making it look poor because you got all of that stuff. She was like, it doesn't look like that. She was like, other people lived there before you, and it didn't look like that. It was a white woman, and she kept trying to get this lady to clean up outside of her house. That shit was crazy. But it was like, she was like, did you hit me? Or some shit. Let me see if I can find that video. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it. Make a lead the man. Let me see if make a lead the man. Hold on. Karen. Black woman. House. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find that. That was during the pandemic. That was crazy. She kept walking up the street. Damn. Karen Trash. Let me put Karen Trash. Karen Trash house. I can't find it. It's probably so hard. There's so many Karen videos since then. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah. Anyway, let's get this off the screen so I could go to the next. So yeah, footage shows university. Whatever. So, woman raped amid drug sting while working as an informant. Whose police says official failed to protect her during undercover operation. Damn, it went down like that. So, a woman amid a drug sting while working as an informant. Whose police handlers says officials failed to protect her during undercover sting. Damn. So, according to Fox, a police informant who was raped during the undercover drug purchase in Louisiana suing the police handlers for failing to properly monitor her. She claimed caused her to be SA'd. So the lawsuit states that the officials, Rapfi's Parish Sheriff's deputies, coerced her into becoming a confidential informant following her arrest on felony drug charges. So she said that they neglected to keep her safe and protect her when the undercover drug buy went left. Fox reports that the SA happened in January 2021. The reported assaulter Antonio D. Jones was sentenced back in November to 10 years. So during the undercover operation, the unidentified woman was sporting a hidden camera, filmed Jones forcing her to give him oral. At a point, he stopped and reportedly did another drug deal. Officials waiting close to the scene were scared that the woman was in the stash house too long, which where the attack happened. One official even thought about going inside before allowing the undercover operation to play out. Wow. So Lieutenant Mark Parker, a retired deputy, informed the Associated Press last year that the sheriff's office didn't begin using gear that's able to film in real time until the woman's attack. He told the Associated Press, "We've always done it this way. She was an addict and we just used her as an informant like we've done a million times before. Looking back, it's easy to say what if." So yeah, they let that situation play out. So now she gonna sue their ass and she gonna own them now. So shit, that's unfortunate that she had to go through that though. All right, so let's see if there's anything else up there I want to read and go to the other page. Agent Dow says she not a hoe. All right, what happened with this? So where that's at? Texas police searching for suspect after man was stabbed in the head and neck by girlfriend's ex. That's happened to one of my cousins in Philadelphia. That's how he ended up going out. That's crazy. So the San Antonio Police Department says that a man was taken into a nearby hospital after being stabbed by his girlfriend's ex-boyfriend, Ken's 5 reported. So Thursday around 9 p.m., a woman and her boyfriend were in an apartment where they heard a knock at the door. When the boyfriend opened the door, the woman's ex pushed his way inside and reportedly stabbed him in both the neck and the head, and he fled the scene. Fortunately, the victim was rushed to receive medical care and is expected to survive his injuries. But the man who attacked him remains on the loose. Authorities have not released the suspect's name and description, but say investigation is ongoing. Somebody said Texas is gaining on Florida. Yeah. Texas is a crazy state. Like 19 Arbor agreed to ebook for making 100K selling viral lip filler pen. See, I like this blog a little bit more than the Shade Room and the Neighborhood Talk, because they be posting real shit. Like, yeah, this is dope. If you rockin' dinner roll, can't play that. All right. What? Look at him. See what I'm saying? When you could look in people's face and just, yo, baby boy fights for his life after Amazon worker fatally shoots pregnant fiance. A family in Minneapolis is coming to terms with the death of a woman who was killed 2 days before she was due to give birth to a baby boy, CBS News report. I think we spoke about this. Was this the girl that no, I don't think this was somebody else. Maybe it was this. On Sunday, January 8th, police responded to a call at a shooting at an Amazon warehouse. Oh, this was them. Yeah, he looked nutty. She was trying to put him out. He was like, hell no, you trying to move on without me? Because he's the guy, he had a baby behind her back or some shit. And she was just posting on her page. Yo. All right. So it happened on January 8th. Police responded to a call about the shooting at the Amazon warehouse in Lakeville, Minnesota. In a parking lot, police officers discovered a heavily pregnant woman with a gunshot wounds. Kyla O'Neill was transported to a nearby hospital, but unfortunately succumbed to her injuries. Though the 31-year-old was not able to survive, her son Messiah was delivered and is clinging to life. So he lost a lot of oxygen to the brain, so he has no brain functioning right now. Kayla's mother, Katina O'Neill, explained, "I'm holding on to faith. I'm praying God got the last word. So hopefully he gives hopefully gives him to me. I need him to pull through this. I want him to. I can't lose both of them. Not right now. No." So including Messiah, Kaya leaves behind 4 children. Her family describes her as a driven, outspoken, and great at anything she puts her hands into. All she ever thought about was going and making a life for herself and her kids, Katina said. She was looking forward to this birth. So police documents state that Kyla's shooter is her newborn's father, Dante McCrae. When she attempted to end their relationship, an argument between the two turned violent, and he reportedly shot her. According to the New York Post, McCrae was found next to Kyla when officers arrived at the scene. He's been interviewed. He's been cooperating with us, said Commander Bill Girl with the Lakeville Police Department. He is in custody right now in the Dakota County Jail being held on second-degree manslaughter charges. Why not first degree? What? First-degree murder. Amazon confirmed that McCray is an employee at the warehouse where the incident occurred and assisted authorities in an investigation. I'm telling you, yo, a lot of y'all people, y'all be dating people that they be on their last time. Let me tell you this, right? You date somebody, try to figure out where they at in their mind, if they've been hurt by a lot of people, because you don't want that person who's been hurt by everybody and they probably the fucking slump in the relationship and people just don't want to be with them because they so emotionally taxing. So these are the people where they just like, the next person I date, if they do anything, I'm gonna just end it all. I can't take it no more. People don't realize that this is life and pain is expected. You're gonna date some people that might disappoint you sometimes or whatever, but some people, they don't have the emotional capacity, and based on things that might take place, and it could be completely their fault. It can be based on just how they giving it up, and you just might not like them. But guess what? You leave and something crazy is going to happen. I'm telling you. So I feel like a lot of people, shit, it's hard to say nowadays. The people who don't got nothing to lose is taking people out. The people who do got stuff to lose is taking people out and saying all types of craziness online. So you just never really know. Oh, man. So, yeah. That's unfortunate. Let's see what's on the neighborhood talk, and let's go over to the shade room too. Give me a second. So Tory Lanez hires defense lawyer Jose Baez for his appeal fight, man who got Casey Anthony off the hook. So neighbors, get in here. Neighbors, get in here for this. Tory Lanez has hired a brand new legal team to try and get him out of the slammer. According to TMZ, this legal team consists of the men who got Casey Anthony off the hook few years ago So the rapper has recently hired Jose Baez as his latest attorney, whom we're told going to work side by side David Kenner and Matthew Barhoma, two powerhouse lawyers Tory brought on this past week. It looks like Tory is really putting in his money out for his legal team because these men have had notable clients. All right. Jose rep not only Casey Anthony, but Aaron Hernandez as well. Before Aaron passed, Jose was in the process of filing for his conviction in the murder of Odin Lloyd before Aaron sadly took his own life. All right. So as previously reported, David represented Suge Knight back in the 90s. Oh, this is old news. Why is he just posting this? We already know this. Why did he post this? Am I lost on something? Comment in the comments and let me know if this is old news and why is the neighborhood talk just posting this now. Beware of lunatic. Evil is running rampant, and we're worried about someone saying something about hurt our feelings. Every day the news reports gets worse. Right, Erica? I believe that. I do believe that. Women need to start using spiritual tools like pendulums before getting involved with any of these guys and vice versa. Yeah, so sad. Innocent child. He wasn't even ready for the world yet. Yeah, and his dad tried to take his mom out because she wanted to break up. Like, people need to stop being selfish. That's true. That's true. If we see flags from day one, you need to run for your life, and you don't even need to give any signs that anything is going on. You just need to completely just get out of there completely. Don't even make no announcement or anything. Just be ghost. So we're too old to y'all to be saying, let me see what I'm on. Hold on. Here we is. Did y'all see this with PNB?
No, he did not have life insurance.
PNB Rock's girlfriend. She said, sad. PNB Rock's girlfriend says that she gets no death benefits for herself. Well, I mean, you're just a girlfriend, so I wouldn't expect her to get any death benefits. She said that he didn't have no life insurance or a will. We young, we don't plan on death. So
insurance. No, he did not have a will. No, we didn't have nothing set up. We're so young. We don't plan on death. Like, so I don't get no death benefits. I don't get nothing. Like, I don't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not gonna ask nobody for nothing. I got that personality and I'm working on that. I'm trying to, empty myself of my ego and my pride, because I'm not asking nobody for nothing. Like, I don't care. I could be on fire and I'm not even gonna ask you to spit on me. I don't need nothing. I don't need nothing from y'all. But nah, I'm trying to stop being like that. But God, he's been making a way. He's been making a way, child. He's been making a way. He's been making a way. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for y'all. No, he did not have life insurance. No, he did not have a will.
Okay, so but she's saying that like it wasn't something wrong with it. I think everybody should have some sort of life insurance, or you know, hold on. So the 18-year-old reported missing girl found dead in Windsor, Virginia. So let me read this before we play it. So tragically, an 18-year-old girl by the name of Honesty Selby was found dead after being missing in the Isle of Wight County, Virginia, according to 3WTKR. Authorities found the young girl Friday the 13th after receiving reports about a young deceased girl. So Friday the 13th, a young deceased girl in a trail located in Windsor. Her family have reported her missing early Friday and hadn't seen or heard from her since January 11th. An autopsy currently is being done, but until the death is being treated as a suspicious death, authorities believe that Honesty was in the company of several people. Investigators are encouraging anyone with information about the incident about Honesty's whereabouts from January 11th to the 13th to contact them, and they left the information. So, yeah.
All right, now we're going to start this half hour with breaking news this morning out of Isle of Wight County, where a missing 18-year-old woman has been found dead. This is Honesty Selby of Williamsburg. The Isle of Wight County Sheriff's Office says she was found near a dirt lodging area in the Windsor section of the county. Her family reported Selby missing on Wednesday earlier this week. Sheriff's investigators say they are treating this as a suspicious death, though we are told they are still waiting to confirm how Selby died. If you know anything about the death or have seen her over the past 3 days, the Sheriff's Office wants you to call the crime line at 1-888 lock you up.
That's crazy. 18 years old. Wonder what happened. She said that she was with, they said that they think that she was with a group of people, but who would just leave her here there like that? Did she overdose on something? Like, what the hell was going on? It's important to speak to your teens and your young ones about drugs and stuff like that. I think it's really important. Again, I told y'all like the other day I was speaking to my niece and I was so proud that she was talking about, she was like, so many girls in my school, they be coming to school high and stuff. She was like, they all followers. But that's how I thought when I was younger. I did tell her, and I was open because I feel like you got to share. And I was like, I did try weed when I turned like 23 years old. Real talk. I didn't start smoking weed until I was like 23 years old because I never wanted to be a follower. I never wanted to be like everybody else, like real talk. So I wasn't into stuff like that. I wanted to spend my money on clothing, clothes, sneakers, shit like that. Like I wasn't wasting no money on no shit, on no weed. Nah. So yeah, but it's important to speak to your your young ones about that because people get into things really quick. Queen Naja talking about her BBL. Yeah, I agree with what said. People need to stop trying to convince others that their life changed quitting marijuana in a few months. Yeah, that was sad. I did a video about that. Go check that video out if you haven't checked it out. So that this happened actually just right around the corner from me. So a woman, she's dating this guy and, he ended her life after a week of dating. People get so fixated. Like, yo, what could a person have that much just for 1 week? You know this person for 1 week. How much of an impact could a person have on you? This is what I'm saying. It's those people, they just like the next person who tries to give up on me. I'm just going to end it all. I can't take it. I'm telling you, that shit is real. And it's a lot of the time they don't even realize that people don't want to be around you because of what you bring. It's like you so cooped up in the mind and worried about that. You're not putting the time in to develop yourself to have something more to offer so people want to keep you around. It's like, no, you just want to be a fucked up person and you want to bring this negative energy around and you getting mad when everybody's going ghost on you and you like, fuck that. The next person I meet, if they don't want to go through with it with me, I'm just going to hurt them. And who knows what he was trying to do with this girl. She just met him off of a dating app. Just met him. Took her life. That's crazy. Like, that was really sad. Let's see. Let me go to the shade room. I hate this one. I don't hate him, but go away. So I hate Jada Waiter is a trend. So you know he had to do that so the blogs would pick it up. You know what I'm saying? You know that he had to do it for Jada Waiter. Yeah. My heroes liquored out, no money, and just washed. Oh, Bow Wow said this. I think that this is hip hop needs a board, no different than the NBA with Players Association, a committee that can set rules and keep things in control to protect things we call hip hop, and have a retirement plan for the OG rappers. I hate seeing my heroes liquored out with no money, just washed. That shit is true. He always in the fucking tweets, this Jacob York motherfucker. He's so annoying. Ugh. I hate when I go to post and I see the same people commenting all the time. So this was Saweetie. What do y'all think she's doing like for the Super Bowl? She has a teddy bear in tow. Looks like Saweetie has something planned for the Super Bowl. What do y'all think she's up to? I thought the other video that I looked at looked like it was dark outside. We'll see. I just want to look at her. No music, please. Damn. Somebody said she better be singing the national anthem. Damn, and it's 7:42. That means it's early. I still got mad time. So the Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrisse Cullors' cousin killed by LAPD. We will fight for you. So Patrisse Cullors, one of the activists who helped found Black Lives Matter, have revealed that Los Angeles Police Department recently killed her cousin, Keon Anderson. So Patrisse shared the news on Sunday via Instagram, described as the English teacher who worked with the high school age children. Keena was killed on January 3rd in Venus. That's sad. It took days to report this. Please fix y'all team. Oh, damn. All right. So she posted that. Wes, can I ask you a question? This woman right here, right? Asa Patrisse, was she tied up to any of that money laundering and stuff? Let me Google her name now on the side. Messia. Also Patrisse. Wait. Let me go back to the first screen because I want to see her name. Patrisse Cullors. Let me go to Google and put the gal name in. As you know, I like to cross-reference the gal name because I think I know it's her face for something. Patrisse Cullors. Money. You know, the New York Post did a post on her. So Black Lives Matter paid $4 million to people close to. Let me see. I want to see what the New York Post said. Hold on a second. So she said that, I mean, rest in peace, you know, to her, her cousin, rest in peace. But I want to bring this up on the side because, yeah, when I seen that, I was just like, I know I've seen that name somewhere before. So let's bring this up. What the fuck? So inside Black Letters, co-founder Patrice Khan's colors $1 million real estate buy-in binge. So as protests broke out across the country in the name of Black Lives Matter, the group co-founded went on a real estate buying binge, snacking 4 high-end homes for $3.2 million in the U.S. alone. According to the property records, Patrice Khan Colors, 37, who eyed property in the Bahamas at an ultra-exclusive resort where Justin Timberlake and Tiger Woods both have homes. The Post has learned luxury apartments and townhomes at the beachfront Albany Resort outside Nassau, priced at $5 million and $20 million. All of this money that people, where you think this money came from? Black Lives, yo. So according to the local agent, so the self-described Marcus last month purchased a $1.4 million home on the secluded resort short drive from Malibu in Los Angeles, according to the report. The 2,370 square foot property features soaring ceilings, skylights, and plenty of windows with canyon views. The Topaganda Canyon homestead, which includes the 2 houses on quarter acre, is just one of the 3 homes Khan Colors owns in Los Angeles area, public records show. So she getting it. Where y'all think that money came from? You think she got the money for sure from Black Lives Matter? Like they were able to just all of those donations. How much money did Black Lives Matter even get? I want to look that up on the side too. How much money did Black Lives Matter raise? Over 25 million, my nigga, reinvented into the Black community. Over 10 million to grants for Black-led frontline organizations. Over $13 million to grants in Black Lives Matter chapters. Does Black Lives Matter? Do they? Let's see. They just made that a lifestyle. It's like it's a whole business and everything. You know what I'm saying? So shoot, they is getting it. The people who came and hold on a second. All right, and so that's that. Lawyers uncovering additional classified documents at President Biden's home in Delaware. What? So President Biden is facing an investigation from the Department of Justice after lawyers found multiple classified documents in Biden's Delaware residence at an office in Washington, D.C. So he was not supposed to have them outside of the office, probably. So it was initially reported that only 1 page of the classified documents were found in Biden's private library. However, White House lawyer Richard Sauber said in a statement on Saturday that a total of 6 pages of classified documents were uncovered during the search. So the apparent mishandling of the classified documents and official records is under investigation by the former U.S. Attorney Robert Hur, who was appointed as a special counsel on Thursday. President Biden previously addressed the situation, saying that he takes the handling of classified information seriously and that he is cooperating fully and completely with the Justice Department. Somebody said at this point, bring back Obama. Yeah, we're just now seeing Trump's tax returns years after he was in office. No one cares. Deal with Trump first, then Biden, then always trying to change the narrative and focus. I agree. Oh, they have the new baby, John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. You know, then what happened with her last? I don't think she gave birth. I think she had a miscarriage, right? So shout out to them. Drake with his baby boy. Drake and his mini-me Adonis were living it up while courtside at the Raptors game. Y'all think Drake looked like his son? Or you think he looked like his mama? Who do you think the baby looked like? I don't think the baby looks like Drake. Y'all think the baby looks like Drake? Hold on. I don't even got the right thing up. Give me a second. I'm over on some other shit. Let me stop sharing this. That was my issue. I was starting to look up some other shit on the side about something else. Let me bring this up real quick with Drake. I don't know. I feel like, do you think Drake looks like his son looks like him? She comes out and told everyone she lied about miscarrying. Wait, she did? You lying. Let me see. Chrissy Teigen. You hold on. Wait, 2 years ago, model Chrissy Teigen announced that she and her husband, John Legend, lost their child in a miscarriage. But on Thursday, Teigen revealed that the pregnancy complications forced her to have an abortion, a realization that she's only come to recently. Oh, okay. All right. So I see what you're saying. Damn, why did she have to have an abortion? Let's read this article real quick. What? No, not lying. Oh, John Legend's wife. Okay. So, let me see. So let me ask y'all this question, why? Because I have this in the title as well. Why do y'all think Cardi B bought fake followers for Instagram, for Twitter? Why do y'all think, like, what does that mean to her? Do you think that it makes her feel like, oh, you're the most followed female rapper? Like, does it give her some sort of points? Does it make people think that they're buying the albums more? Does that make, what type of brag is it if it's not? What is it's not really brag worthy when you ain't really putting the numbers up? You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. Let's see. Bought followers to promote her music. Right. So, yeah. Give me a second. Could be a management decision, but what Eric said. Yeah, it's like, why did she I don't understand why she purchased the followers. Like, what is that supposed to mean? You wanted to catch up and you want to just be the most followed female rapper? What is that going to do? That's not going to result in like ticket sales and shit like that. That shit is just weird to me. So hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Actually, I'm going to be right back. Give me 1 second. All right.
Yo, young money right here, throw it up, no high cheer. Cold like a white beer, Freddy Krueger, I'm a rap bitch, nightmare. And I'm rich, I could buy you, kill bitches, leave their body in a bayou. More brain than an IQ, more head than a dread, and my bank account ain't hardly empty. That's why I come through in a Barbie Bentley. So please, mamacita, please no envy. When you come around, it reads no entry. Who's next to go? My flow so flexible. Get gas and get at me. Text a cow. Shoot yourself in the leg. Plex a cow. White jag with a twisted lip. I ain't Mike Jack, but this is it. I'm everywhere. You like Balloon Boy, mama, you was never there. I am the Kung Fu Panda. Fuck all of your blogs, fuck all of your propaganda. Good for the goose, then it's good for the gander. Nicki ain't a rapper, Nicki is a brander. Please, you can never compare to me. All these bitches is scared of me. I am who they couldn't even dare to be. So that's all, folks. I go hard, pause. Hospital flow, get more pause. I'm a bad bitch on all fours. The president be like, it's all yours. Weezy and Nicki bring the A-game, high stats. Go together like Ricky and his eye patch. Go together like a team in the gym. Kareem in the ring, the queen and the king.
Yeah. All right. So, by the way, I noticed YouTube videos with Cardi B and the caption gets flooded with bots in the comments. I've been checking into that myself. Oh, what you talking about with her videos? Tattoo money. Yeah. That shit is still taking a while for it to come down. Excuse me. All right. I'm just looking through my files. So, Saweetie, we talked about that. We definitely spent enough time on the Chef Way. And, you know, I seen somebody saying that Ice Spice was getting the attention that Lotto was supposed to get, or whatever the case may be. I don't know about that. Yeah, I think Ice Spice is getting a look. What do you think? Please. I know some people do like Ice Spice, so but shout out to you, Latoya. I see you in the chat. You said I'm cooking, listening to you. No, not any content creators that make videos with her name in the caption, flood comments with bots. Oh, you talking about anybody who does videos? Yeah. What are you cooking, Latoya? I don't know what I'm gonna eat tonight. I'm just scrolling through. Oh man. I'm kind of tired. I had a long day, so I can literally be next. Did y'all see what happened with Britney Spears, her husband or her boyfriend or whatever? He stormed out of that restaurant in California. And then they said that she recently put her house up that she just recently purchased. She recently put her house up for sale that she recently purchased. Like, what's going on with Britney? See, all of that shit, since now she got out of that conservative shit, her boyfriend ain't so nice no more. He want the motherfucking money too. Hell yeah, we want your money. He want the money too. Hold on, where's my thing at? You know what song I like? I like that song, what's it called? Handstand or some shit like that. He called the name is Nikki. No, I think it's called Blow Your Mind. This you wanna blow your mind. Nikki. Nobody know, nobody know. Fuck I look like? What the fuck I look like? I'm a bad mother. What the fuck I look like? What the fuck I look like? What the fuck I look like? I'm a bad mother. What the fuck I look like? What the fuck I look like? What the fuck I... Dirty wine. Nobody, no, nobody, no, nobody, no, nobody, no. They little head. Yeah. The tip. Yeah. The anthem. The anthem. This the anthem. In there. All thing get in there. Chin there. She says her name was Nikki. Nikki. Let's see when she talks. Oh, she gonna blow your mind. Beat dropping and dirty wine. Nikki. Nobody. No more. Ridiculous mofo. Pull up in that. All that. Yeah. This is the anthem. I'm in there, all up in there. So yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. I really addressed everything I wanted to talk about. I had some free time, so I said, let me go live. Let me go live with it. Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. Shout out to everybody who came through. You said you're making homemade coleslaw, basa fish, and fried shrimp, and homemade cut fries. That sounds really, really good. That do sound good. I don't like coleslaw though. He looks like he's ignoring. Like he looks like grandma. I'm listening to she got something cooking up for the new year. Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, this is your boy LaRon, female rapper lead. Please make sure that you check me out on Spotify, all of that too. I need to start uploading my episodes to Spotify again. So I need to start doing that. Make sure you check out my website, cookieconfidant.com. This is your boy LaRon, female rapper lead. Subscribe, and yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. Peace.
Exit 6. LaRon. Best me. Yeah. Let's go. I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me, I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gon' remember me when they bet against me. Them people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove? I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. We can feel your energy. We send our love to you. Yo, I face myself in verses. They just okay with verses. I want the best me, so I figured I'd create the version with bald tires, y'all liars and them lasers swerving. My wordplay be perfect placement. I know it makes you nervous. Couldn't pay my mom's back, even with the latest purses. You prayed away them curses. All them days you stayed in churches. Your little boys, I know you hated how we played the cursing. That rap music draw influence and it plays its purpose. Enriched our lives, never basic when these raps will surface. I know how to rank you for it. I love you and I thank you for it. Mommy, you give us your last. I'm putting you first. I'm sorry for the things we did that cause you to hurt. It go. I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me. I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gon' remember me when they bet against me. Them people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove? I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. We can feel your energy. We send our love to you. Yo, a prized possession, but not picture perfect. I give advice over our meals because I think you're worth it. I'm flawed like your name when I write it out in cursive. I know my angel's lurking, even if I ain't attend your service. Help me complete my purpose, keep me safe from them jealous ones that can't tell us none. Haters be like them broke hitters with that dirt weed who can't sell us none. Rap game, everybody wanna deal. What the hell is this, a sale or something? The way they ride them waves, gonna mess around and get a sale or something. Defeating all my weaknesses, I don't even know what week it is, but the best is yet to come. I know it's hard for you to see it big. The hurt and loss and trauma is still strengthening up my armor. It's still people wishing me bad. I know they still getting that karma. Listen, I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'm coming for everything. I put that on everything. You deserve the better things. I deserve the better things. When they go against us, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me. I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gon' remember me when they bet against me. Then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove? I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. We can feel your energy. We send our love to you. I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me. I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gon' remember me when they bet against me. Them people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove? I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. We can feel your energy. We send our love to you.